One of the first things that I always do when my song is finished is finalize my lyric sheet. I feel like this is a really good place to start kind of wrapping up the entire process. And when I talk about finalizing a lyric sheet, there are a couple of different parts to that for me. One of the first things that I do is capture all of the pertinent information. So I write down at the bottom the date of creation, the actual date that the song was finished. I name not only my name, but if I have collaborated with someone, I put my co-writer's name on there. And then not only do I put my co-writer's name, but I put the publishing information, including the PRO, or what we call the Performing Rights Organization. So that way, on the lyric sheet, all down at the bottom, I've got the date that the song was finished, I've got my name and the name of any collaborators, and all of our publishing information, just so that that's all captured there. The next thing that I think about is making sure that every word of the lyric is written out. What I mean by this is, don't get to the second chorus and just write repeat chorus. There are a couple of reasons for this. First and foremost, if this song is ultimately going to be demoed by a professional demo singer or even sung by an artist at some point and they want a copy of the lyric sheet, it is much easier to look at a lyric sheet and read it all the way from top to bottom, as opposed to getting to a place in the second chorus where it says repeat chorus, and then you have to go back up to the top of the sheet to the first chorus. It's just simpler for the singer and for really anyone who is reading along. One of the other reasons that I think it's useful is if you are in a session with a demo singer and you've got a copy of the lyric sheet in front of you, it's a very easy way to make notes on the lyric sheet about things you'd like to reinvestigate with the singer without having to go back up to the first chorus and make some sort of goofy little grid thing in order to know which chorus you were referring to when it comes to referring back to things. Another thing that I do on my lyric sheets, just to make it very, very clear where the choruses are, is I indent them. So that way, as you're scanning the page, it's very easy to see where those choruses are, and it differentiates the choruses from the verses and the bridge. I don't think there's any real reason to label each section of the song, like you don't have to put verse above verse or chorus above the chorus. As long as you indent the chorus, that's enough to just sort of make the lyric sheet scan well and be easy to read. A final thing that I do on my lyric sheets is that I avoid double spacing them. I don't think that there's really any reason to double space on a lyric sheet. The way that I tend to look at things is that it should all fit on one page. And generally speaking, that's at a normal font size. If you've got a particularly long lyric and you need to shrink the font just a little bit, that's okay. But if you are still struggling to fit all of your lyric on one page after even shrinking the font size a little bit, maybe the issue lies with the fact that you have spent a little bit too much time writing lyric and you need to shorten that lyric and maybe go back to the editing process a little bit.